What is up, wrestling fans? This is Kayfabe Chronicles, and I am your host, JP. Well, NXT TakeOver 25 is this weekend, and it's looking to be one hell of an amazing TakeOver event, as always. What the heck's going to happen? I'm going to let you know my predictions right now. Hello, and welcome to the live stream. This is Kayfabe Chronicles, and I am your host, JP. If this is your first time here, please stick around for a little while. Partake in the chat room to the left-hand side of the screen, and if you like what you see, make sure to crush a like, hit subscribe, and click that bell notification for whenever we post videos. We go live every single Sunday night at 8 p.m. Central Time, except for pay-per-view nights, where we will always go on after the event to discuss the event. We go live Wednesdays right after the weekly NXT show to review the episode, and of course we also post random videos throughout the week, like tonight with our wonderful prediction video. And if you guys haven't done so already, make sure to check out that Facebook page, check out that Twitter account. All right, NXT TakeOver 25. Holy crap, there's been 25 takeovers. This is mind-blowing. It is absolutely freaking mind-blowing. It seems like yesterday I was watching my first takeover. I will admit I didn't watch them from the very beginning. I didn't get in until about the third or fourth one. A good coworker of mine at my old job kept oh dude, you like wrestling, you gotta watch NXT, you gotta watch NXT. I was like, oh, that's just a minor league, why am I gonna watch that? And I regret saying that, because I essentially watched it and just and I've been hooked on NXT ever since. NXT, as you guys all know, is my main go-to show. Hello, Andre. How are you doing tonight, my friend? How are you doing? All right, let's just get right into this episode. So let's just jump right into NXT TakeOver. 5 matches, and all 5 of them are looking pretty good. So I'm just going to grade them in the order that I think they're going to appear in the show. So I think that Roderick Strong taking on Matt Riddle is most likely going to open the show. No major titles, just kind of a thrown together storyline as of recently, but it's 2 really, really good guys. The whole premise behind this is that Roderick Strong the past couple weeks kept costing the Undisputed Era their matches. There was kind of a feud between the two, so in order for Roddy to get back into the good books with Adam Cole, he beat up Matt Riddle, and essentially, there you go, Matt Riddle's looking to get some revenge against Roddy. Just 2 phenomenal guys. Like I said, I love every single thing that these 2 guys do. Like I said, like Roddy's the Messiah of the backbreaker, man. I love everything that he does in the ring. Old quote I always use, like, he could wrestle a bag of cereal and it would probably still look really freaking impressive. Matt Riddle, of course, striking submissions, all that great stuff. This is definitely, I think, a match that you can start the show with, because it's really going to get the crowd hyped, really get the crowd jumping and going. I think Matt Riddle is going to take this one. It's going to be a hell of a match, though. I just think Matt Riddle needs to kind of get back into the winning ways, considering that he lost at the last TakeOver event to the Velveteen Dream. I said it didn't halt Matt Riddle's momentum, though, but I think he's going to take this one, and I'll explain why a little bit later on. But yeah, I think it's going to be phenomenal. I think it's going to be a great way to open up that show. Right after that, speaking of the North American Championship, I think that Velveteen Dream defending against the returning Tyler Breeze. It's been a long time since we saw Prince Pretty on NXT. He did have that one-off a couple months ago, but it looks like he's going to be back on the roster for sure. Velveteen, of course, defending against Tyler Breeze. I don't see Tyler winning yet. I just think they're going to keep the belt on Velveteen as long as possible, but there really isn't any other mid-carder at the moment right now to fight for the thing. Like I said, Matt Riddle would be really the only other person going at the moment, and of course he already had his opportunity, but I think this is going to be a hell of a match. It's going to be a really good test for Velveteen. Sorry about that. To see if he can kind of match the quick style of Tyler Breeze. It's going to be great, though. Like I said, a lot of people who are currently watching NXT, who recently got on, really probably don't know a lot of what Tyler Breeze is capable of, considering that his main roster showing wasn't too good. He was always comedic acts, which, don't get me wrong, like I said, Brizongo I thought was really funny. I just know he's better than that, so I'm really looking forward to this match. But yeah, Velveteen's definitely going to keep that title, but it's going to be a definite crowd goer. The crowd's going to be all over with this one, eat this one up. I do see next in line, most likely, It's probably going to be like Dominic Dijakovic or maybe like Keith Lee or somebody like that will probably be next in line for the North American title. I think it was supposed to be Dominic, but Dominic did recently injure himself right after that promo he cut against Velveteen, so Tyler Breeze was kind of inserted into this, but I think that's great that it's Tyler Breeze. But I just think in the back of my head it was supposed to be Dominic, but let's just continue on. Very next match, we got one that I'm really looking forward to, the Fatal 4-Way NXT Tag Team Championship ladder match. A freaking ladder match, yeah. We got Oni Lorcan, Danny Burch, we got the Street Profits, we got Undisputed Era, we got the Forgotten Sons. Ladder match. There's going to be bodies flying everywhere. There's going to be blood. Who knows what's going to happen? Last time NXT had a ladder match was, of course, for the North American Championship, which was probably one of the best matches of the night. It definitely fell into my top 5 of the year. With this one, a lot of people think that it's going to be Undisputed Era. I do not think it's going to be Undisputed Era. To be honest, I think that all members of Undisputed Era are going to be moving on to the main roster right after this, because that's why they have them all on the show. Like I said, Roddy's got a single match. Fish and O'Reilly have their match. Adam Cole is in the championship match. I don't think either of them are going to win, and I think this is kind of their swan song where they all get to perform on an NXT TakeOver together one last time. So there you go. I've already given my predictions for the championship match, but I'm still going to talk about that later on. I really think the Street Profits are going to take this one finally. Like, they've been nothing but like that for the past couple weeks. They've just been on a strapped a rocket to their back and just launching up. Like I said, they're super fun to watch in the ring. Their promos are exciting. They get the crowd going. Like, the NXT tag team division really needs just that team that can get the crowd like behind them and feeling it. Forgotten Sons, I don't see it yet. Oni and Burch, they're great. Like I said, they are crowd favorites, but they're missing that it factor. I don't really see, like I said, they're great in the ring. They have high charisma, but it's not like Street Profits charisma. I just think that if you put the belts on the Profits, I think that the tag team division can launch into so much more. Plus, I'm really looking forward to seeing Montez do something crazy from the top of a ladder, because that guy is nuts. That guy is completely batshit crazy to watch in the ring. All right after that, we got Shayna Baszler defending her championship against Io Shirai. Shayna's had the belt for quite some time now. I think it's time for her to finally lose and move on. I do see Shayna moving up to the main roster to beef up the women's division right now, because the women's division is, once again, is running a little stale. It's the same faces all the time. So it makes sense for Io to take the championship belt. And of course, like I said in my NXT review this week, right after, during the episode of NXT, Candice LeRae was flat out telling Io, like, I got your back. I know that you have mine and I got yours. So it makes perfect sense. She's going to be there to prevent Shayna's goons from interfering in the match. And then Candice, of course, is eventually going to most likely turn on Io or get a championship opportunity. But I do see Candice LeRae as the next in line after Io wins the championship. And then maybe Mia, maybe Bianca will get inserted into there again. But yeah, Shayna, she's done great things with the belt, but I think it's time for her to pass it over, move on to the next show, and see what Io can do with the belt. All right, let's talk about the championship. We got Adam Cole taking on Johnny Gargano. Like I already said a couple minutes ago, Johnny Gargano's most likely going to take this one, because I do see all members of Undisputed Era moving on to the main roster. I know I sound like a broken record. I've said that every single freaking TakeOver. Oh, Undisputed Era is moving up. Undisputed Era is moving up, and yet they never move up. This one makes total sense, considering that it said every single member of Undisputed Era has a match on the card. And when was the last time that happened? Doesn't happen very often. So, and of course it makes sense. This is TakeOver 25. This is a big number. So it makes sense for them to have their last match together on a really historical pay-per-view. Next challenger for Johnny Gargano after that, who knows? Like, there's a lot of good names on the roster. Yeah, it will be really tough. Maybe Velveteen will lose to Tyler Breeze, and Velveteen will be the next challenger. Who knows? But yeah, that's the thing. I just see Johnny Gargano winning, but going to where his next feud's going to be, no clue. That's the first time I've ever not been able to actually see where the storyline goes after that. So perhaps Adam Cole will win and Johnny will chase after it, but my gut's not saying that. My gut is not saying that. So yeah, 5 matches. See, that's what I like about NXT. That's what I love about the NXT events. There's only like 4 or 5 matches, and every single one is pristine, perfect, just 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Let's get some Dillinger going in there. Let's get some Spears going in there. All right, what are your guys' predictions for NXT TakeOver? Let me know in that comment section below. As always, if you guys like what you saw, make sure to crush like, hit subscribe, and click that bell notification for whenever we post videos. As always, we go live Sunday nights, 8 p.m. Central Time, except for pay-per-view nights, where we will always go on right after the event to discuss the event. We also go live Wednesdays right after NXT to discuss the episode of NXT, random videos throughout the week, and also make sure to check out that Twitter account, check out that Facebook page. Of course, this Saturday is TakeOver. Unfortunately, I am working a very late shift this Saturday, so I will not be watching TakeOver live, so I will not be tweeting, which is complete sadness, but I will be watching the event as soon as I get home, and I will be reviewing it right after the event, hopefully if I'm not completely batshit tired. As always, you guys are the reason why I do this, so please share the living hell out of this channel. Let's get some love brought over to JP, and I will share the love right back with mental hugs. Mental hugs. Alright, once again, I will see you guys right after NXT TakeOver this weekend, a little bit later, and yeah. This is JB from Cave Chronicles. You guys have yourselves a wonderful night, and I'll see you next time.